Sagittarius, hi, welcome to your reading, and I hope this reading will find, I'm sure it will, those who it's supposed to. Okay, let's have a look at your cards. I have done some shuffling. Okay, what am I talking about? I have done some shuffling here for you, and I feel the main premise of your reading has got to do with the relationship that you're in. I do feel that there may be to you or to the other person you're involved with a lack of intimacy right now. You may feel this is a challenge. You may feel that like no one's wanting to put the effort in. Either you're not wanting to or you're not feeling it right now, or the other person. But I just want you to know that things are changing or will change very quickly in regards to this. And a lot of it's got to do with your own spiritual awakening. You may just be really focused on yourself. The other person may be really focused on themselves, and there may be a lot of like fatigue or something like that. Okay, so I feel this reading may be about relationships. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? What is here? Yeah, I mean, you've got that rabbit card, which always talks to me about intimacy. It talks to me about fertility. There's something about saying what you need to say, Sag. If this is you not getting your needs met, especially in intimacy or in love or in emotions, anything to do with the relationship, it's time to sort of like pull off that mask. Don't put a front on and be authentic and sort of say, you know, I'm not getting what I need. Like, is something wrong? Or if there's something wrong within you, to really do some internal delving deep into something here. Okay. Yeah, this is bothering you. This is bothering you. You may feel like you're not being accepted by your partner. You may be blaming yourself. Spirit's asking you to like jump into your creative projects right now, okay? You can't make someone do something, or you can't like change the way someone's feeling or how you're feeling either, right? So don't like think the world is 222 on the screen is falling apart, because it's not. There is like something about integration, or you changing on a spiritual level, you upgrading right now, or the other person is, or you're mirroring each other. What else do we have here with this for Sag? A lack of passion. So you may feel this, like I said, or you may feel like someone isn't taking notice of you. This is the number 18. So this is moon energy. This is like feeling something's hidden, feeling possibly that you need to make a decision about what to say to your partner in regards to this. Is turning into a love reading. It is what it is, okay? I don't normally do love readings. I don't go out of my way to do them, but it's more of an energy, but this is coming out for you, Sag. All right, what else do we have here? So it is time to open your heart, to say what you need to say, to be authentic. You will get into alignment, or the other person you're dealing with definitely will get into alignment here, with that being in the upright, okay? You guys have a sacred union, like you have a sacred union, 333 on the screen. This is a sacred union. This is your soulmate. So if you're wondering if things are falling apart, they're not. It's just a pause or a stall in your relationship, especially if there is a lack of intimacy or interest. Okay, why is this happening, please, Spirit? Why is this happening? Okay, one more card. Why is this happening? There's a lack of balance here. We've got the Trust card in the reverse. All right, but it's the number 6, which talks about balance. So there could be a lack of balance here, or you're not trusting in yourself enough, or trusting in the relationship enough that it's strong enough to survive or be successful, okay? You may be worried that you are repeating some sort of cycle. It may not be about intimacy, it may not be about, but I do feel it's about the relationship or how you view love, okay? You could be self-sabotaging, and you could be self-sabotaging 444 on the screen while you're worrying about this, which you may not need to worry about. And definitely get divine guidance and ask for spiritual support and help on this situation. Why is this happening, please, Spirit? because you're going through a transformation. And it's a spiritual transformation, and this is happening through the collective. I think I saw this in the Virgo and the Taurus reading, and now it's coming out in your reading, okay? And you're feeling vulnerable. You're feeling vulnerable, and Spirit wants you to feel vulnerable right now. Spirit will never, God will never put anything in front of you that you cannot handle, okay? So there is some decisions to make. I do feel it's in a relationship. You're feeling like you're like, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about this? All right, Spirit's saying don't do anything right now. Sometimes non-action is the best action. I'm hearing, like, you say it best when you say nothing at all. That's a song. So there's something maybe just letting this ride out here. Because you're going through a transformation, and so is your person. Yeah, but it is still nevertheless a challenge. You may be butting heads about this. You may be like feeling like you want to discuss this, and it may turn into a fight. So just be careful, like you being very discerning with your words here. I'm seeing the card of liberation or the discernment card. Yeah, so your perception on this situation is very different to your partner's perception. They may be like, oh really, I didn't realize, I just thought we were having a dry patch. And that you're like, no, this is a big deal to me, or the other way around, okay? So everyone's perception is very different. So don't let it turn into a fight, right, Sag? It's not worth it, all right? Even if you're feeling vulnerable or, you know, like put on the spot, or like you're just not sure like how this is gonna turn out. I would just be patient here and wait. And I've got the discernment card. Be very careful with your words and how you address this. Because like I said, I think your partner's perception of this is very different to yours, okay? Very different. All right, and things will balance out. That card came out in the upright. This is Libra energy. You see the scales there? 7-7 on the screen. What else do we have for Sag? Things will get more stable in your relationship. They will. It may feel like a big deal or feel like a challenge right now, but like it's going to be okay, all right? You're moving into a much more stable situation in your life, and actually maybe, you know, and in your relationship especially, and perhaps this has all happened for a good reason as well. It shows how strong your relationship is. Okay, there is a time coming of reciprocity and equality. All right, if you feel like things are like you don't understand them, they don't understand you, there is a massive purpose why you guys are together. The number 11, purpose energy. All right, so there is fulfillment coming in for you. So no need to worry, Sag, with this. I don't know what I'm going to call this reading. Okay, I feel that we're moving on to a different storyline here, which has got nothing to do with your relationship, and it's more to do with yourself. It may be linked to the vulnerability though, I'm hearing. Maybe you feel like you want to begin something new, to birth something, to create something, and you're finding it hard to start something here. Okay, you're finding it really hard to begin and create something. This could be career, it could be like just, you know, finding new things to do, new friends, a new purpose. It's more like a new purpose though. You find that you may be finding it very hard to birth a new purpose. You may have an idea of what that is. Everything's going to be okay. Even though you feel it's tumultuous right now, there is happiness, there is growth coming for you. And whatever you feel you can't start or can't birth anew, whether it be a project, whatever it is, you will, okay? This card has come out like this. Let's see what this is. Yeah, you're in turmoil right now, okay? Spirit's asking you to feel through this. Use your emotions and your intuition to feel through this situation and to know that growth is coming. And everything that you're learning at this time, the frustration, the impatience, the challenge, okay? It's all for your growth. Because you can look back on this and say, oh, I was so worried about that. I was so determined to do it. I didn't know how to start it, whatever. And look at me now. Look at what I've got now. Look what I've created. So there's something here about growth definitely happening. And yes, it may feel tumultuous in your emotions right now. And Spirit's saying, just go with the flow here. Go with this. What else do we have? And it could have something to do with what's going on in your relationship as well. at the moment, all right? You have divine design. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes it's better to like trust in the unknown. This is happening for a reason. I don't know why. I appreciate the lesson. I'll figure out what it is, Spirit. Sort of energy, okay? And things are going to be divinely designed for you. Okay, you are unique, you are rare. The bottom of the deck we have thank you, Spirit. So you are integrating, okay? This is all about your dreams. This is all about becoming crystalline form. This is all about ascension and awakening and the symptoms that are attached to it, okay? Pay attention to your dreams right now. Okay, pay attention to your dreams and use your intuition. You are entering a period of freedom, Sag. Okay, let's pull one card from the Sacred Traveler deck to tie this reading together for a last message for you today, Sagittarius. I want to say Sagittarius, it's so long, isn't it? Sag. Okay, one card for Sag, thank you. Yeah, fogged in. It actually came out in the reverse. This says go slow and take your time. So yeah, go slow and take your time. If you're feeling like you've got brain fog or you're fogged in or trapped or feeling vulnerable, take your time, okay? This too shall pass. That was your reading.